Yay! Happy New Year. I really wish we could have gotten that music box in on that.
Yeah,
I was
that
watching it.
was
I
cool.
love the intro, and I love the music box. It's super creepy. I just wish we could have gotten that.
It's the whirling noise though in the background of it. It ruins it, and we tried to get rid of it, and it just wouldn't work. It was just
I understand.
It was just ruining it.
Sure.
So as you can see, everyone, there is no Thomas. He is vanished. There his remains.
There's his remains. Yep.
Amy finally got sick of his stuff and just took him out. We knew it was going to happen. If you guys watched last year, I mean, it was all but inevitable.
Yeah, I had enough. I had a breakdown, and I fired his ass.
You did?
On a firework.
I love the burn spot, by the way.
Oh, I wish you had that video of the fireworks.
I know.
Your mum and you screaming was just brilliant. If anyone could see it, it was brilliant.
Yeah. I don't think I'm going to put my mum through that, to be fair. I think she was quite bless her. And also, as well, the screaming was more my mum than it was actually me. I sound very similar to my mum.
Don't blame your mum, Amy.
So thank you everyone for joining us tonight. We've got Marty, Hefty and Kerry back with us. Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
And we're gonna go on. Sorry.
I was going to say it's nice to see everybody back in the chat. Hello, everybody in the chat. Thank you for tuning back in and sticking with us through our 2-week hiatus.
And hopefully everyone's had a lovely Christmas and had a nice Happy New Year. We're going to dedicate the show, I believe, and she's gone.
Wow. Was this something I said? Was I not supposed to
whole 3 minutes in the new year?
Jeez, wow.
That's one way of starting it off. I was going to say we're going to dedicate the show to Kerry's family, to Dave and also to Faye, as they've been really poorly and had COVID. And one of them's recovering and one of them's got it now. So, yeah, I was going to dedicate to them tonight. But she's back.
Just in time to miss the dedication.
No, the dedication was to your family.
Okay. I mean, I was pushing buttons. It said chat, and I was like, "Oh, chat!" And then I was like, "Oh." Thank you, Amy.
Yeah, I've dedicated it to David, also to Faye as well. Bless them.
Oh, I think they're watching.
Oh, they are watching, are they?
I think so. I can't look.
Let's stay PC then.
Yo, Faye did not want to be on film on that one. She did not want to be on camera in that one. She was not happy. She was not happy. She was not happy.
Was she getting ready for a boyfriend?
Yeah, she's washing her hair and doing her makeup.
No,
that's probably where she got it from. Jeez, you know, boys.
Noggin.
They're all that nogging. God.
It's not like laryngitis these days. It's corona.
It's corona. Yeah. I almost wish it was meningitis or whatever at this point.
Mama and Papa Marty both have it.
Do they really? Yeah, just found out my niece has it. So Michaela, get better. We have 3 people at work out with it. Pretty much, I've known more people now that have it than I've ever had since this started.
I know, it's bad, isn't it?
14 people at my work as well have got it as well. So yeah,
14.
Yeah. Well, it's going through the schools like crazy.
Yeah, really bad. Tom is in the comments.
Yeah,
go away. Go back to work.
Yeah, with all the millions of customers at Lidl right now, it's like none of them.
Seeing how many people are standing in that aisle.
Yeah.
It looked like Jeff was having some problems with his internet as well, his phone.
Yeah, he's good now, it looks like.
So, Hefty, how was your Christmas? Did you get anything nice?
I got a lot of everything I got was nice. I love everything I get from anybody. I appreciate anybody that gets me anything. But it was, for me, Christmas was more about hanging out with my family. Matt came up from South Carolina. So it was all 4 of us in one place. So I think the world was kind of like on edge to figure out what was going to happen once you bring this furious power together. But it was nice. We had a lot of fun. We all got very, very drunk, and all sorts of great, delicious food was made.
You got drunk.
Yeah, sure did. But yes, it was a lot of fun. It was very lovely. Had a wonderful time. It's always sad to see those things end, but they're they have to. So, but thank you. Yes, it was wonderful.
Forward to next year too. So
that's exactly right.
And we got to see a little peek of one of your family members as well.
Yes, no, we didn't. No, we didn't.
I know we didn't.
No, we didn't. She'll never see this. Yes, we did.
Marty,
we smoked tons of weed too. I'm sorry, Tui forgot to mention that. Tui pointed that out. That is also very, very true. There was a lot of pot that was smoked.
Where is Tom? He's currently at work because his work are choice work.
Ununderstanding to his needs socially.
Is Tom on the checkouts like that with his phone? Like,
no, it looked like he was just walking around sad, taking all pictures of the things that he didn't want to be doing.
He should pay attention at what he's doing and get back to work and earn that money.
There's a mortgage to be paid.
He's got to go.
Bye, Tom.
See you later. Bye.
I like
Hi,
Amy
Nick.
in charge.
Hey, Nick! Hell yeah!
Nick Muley, what's up, buddy?
Oh, Nick.
Marty, how was your Christmas? You seem to have a very eventful Christmas.
Yeah. Despite COVID and everything else, we were just like, because I think most of the people that were here had already had it. So, my parents didn't get it from that. They got it. My mom got it from somebody she works with, somebody she rides to work with. And she ended up, obviously, her and my dad lived in the same house, and he ended up getting it. So, but it was good. We had a bunch of people here. The kids had a good Christmas. Couldn't ask for anything more. It was just a really good all-around holiday.
Well, you could have won the lottery.
You got the Oculus as well.
Play. What's that?
You got the Oculus as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we're all still fighting over that thing.
I'm about to come down and just jack you for it.
To play that.
I think I could take Ethan.
Oh, it's funny to watch them because they're just they play these games and they got this big giant thing on. They got the controllers and they're sitting in the middle of the room doing this, and it's just like, what are you doing? Like, you don't even know what they're playing. So it's fun.
I'd asked Kerry about your Christmas, but it was not as eventful.
Christmas? Well, yeah, Dave got COVID obviously on Christmas Eve, so he was quarantining in the bedroom /ensuite. It wasn't terrible, I've got to say. I had my I still got my mother-in-law here and Faye. So we made the most of it. We were meant to get together with my mum and my stepdad and my son and everyone, but obviously we couldn't all come together because I didn't want to spread it if we had it as well.
Yeah.
But we made what we could from it, so it would have been worse, let's say.
Yeah.
Did you have a nice one, Aim?
Yeah, it was all right. I was too busy thinking about work every 2 seconds, to be honest. I didn't get to fully enjoy Christmas, but it was nice to spend it with my mum.
Yeah.
As my dad's currently away at the moment on his secret job. So he won't be back till February.
That weird.
He's doing an undercover weather report for a local news channel.
Like my students call it, he's working for Mafia.
The Mafia.
Yeah.
The Mafia. So I can only imagine that like British Italians are like much more polite than like the ones around here. Like just like, I don't know. I think that's great. I love seeing Nick here. Is anybody else really like super happy about that? That's really cool. I've missed Nick.
I hope, Nick, you're well and had a good Christmas and a happy New Year to you as well. Who else have we got in the chat? Oh, we've got Chantel. We've also got Rob. Tom working for the Mafia. I knew it. No, Tom's not. He's working at Lidl. Bless him.
Slight difference.
Well, that's
a little bit of difference. That was terrible.
So I thought we would talk about some legends tonight. Our school topic this term is myths and legends, so I thought I'd incorporate it into that. And also as well, I believe Hefty's got some questions for the end.
I do.
A little bit American based, but these legends that I've got are UK based, so it's a bit of a nice balance, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I will bring up the first photo and let's see if anyone recognises. It is a bit small actually. I can understand why Tom feels the pressure now having to get everything up.
I was just thinking what a great job you're doing here.
I was just thinking that too. You're kicking some ass here.
I put my glasses on and everything.
Oh, it's my sister.
Is it your sister, isn't it?
That's my sister.
Hello,
That was from college.
So this is the lovely Lady Godiva.
Oh.
Wow. What? I like her outfit.
Or lack of.
Okay.
This is brilliant.
So the name a lot of people associate with the Belgian chocolate. That is not the case. It is part of a 900-year-old English legend. The original Lady Godiva was an 11th century noblewoman married to a lord, a powerful earl of Coventry. As the story goes, Godiva was troubled by the crippling taxes that the earl had basically put upon the citizens of Coventry. He kept raising the taxes over and over and over again, and after she repeatedly asked him to stop and lessen the burden, the lord, the earl, basically said that if you want me to lower the taxes, you have to ride the streets naked on horseback through the town centre. Determined to help the public, Godiva stripped off her clothes, climbed on a horse, and galloped through the market square with only her long flowing hair to cover herself. And obviously the essentials.
I mean, I think the essentials.
Before leaving, she ordered the people of Coventry to remain inside their homes and not peek. But one man named Tom, funny enough that.
I didn't even think of that when we were talking about it earlier. That's so Tom.
Let me close that now. Yeah, we don't need that. Where did I get to? She basically asked them to basically stay in their homes and not to peek. But one man, Tom, couldn't resist opening his window to get an eyeful. Upon doing so, this peeping Tom was struck blind, and that's where peeping Tom comes from originally.
Okay.
After finishing her naked ride, Godiva confronted her husband and demanded that he hold up his end of the bargain. True to his word, he reduced the people's debts. She's one big legend in the UK and stopped the tax.
One of my personal heroes.
One of your personal ones.
Yeah.
So I have got here, actually, I believe this is actually a statue in Coventry. Luckily, no one can actually contradict me and say that's not true. So this is actually a famous statue that is actually in the town square, I believe. They made.
Wow.
So much for those long flowing locks covering the essentials, huh?
Yeah, right.
It was windy that day when that.
It was windy.
Funny enough as well, I believe in Coventry, don't quote me on this, they actually do have parades, and a woman will actually dress up like Godiva and will ride the town basically naked, but will cover areas.
I'm moving.
Right.
I'm moving immediately.
So has anyone heard of that legend before?
No, I haven't.
I've heard of her, but I didn't really know much about her. So, but I do now. Learn something new every day.
You do. Try to see if there's anything else about it. No, that is the legend, really. There's nothing much more to that.
I like that Chantel has done that too with Tequila Bowl. She didn't ride through town center, she said, though.
Legend has it that Tom is Amy's Tom. And
That's why she had to make him disappear.
For looking. Right, has anyone heard of the Kelpies?
No.
That's something that comes out of the ocean.
Yes, see, thank you for making the joke for me. You were just about I was about like a second behind you, but I got you, buddy. Thank you.
I was really annoying. These photos aren't great. All right, let me just bring the photo up so you can have a look. Okay, so it's not real, obviously.
I was like, that's a hell of a picture.
Yeah.
I guess that's all I need to see.
Well, I did try to see if there was actually any photos of this legend, but there isn't, obviously, because it is just a myth that people have basically exaggerated over time. It's from Scotland, the Kelpies. It's basically a Kelpie is a shape-changing aquatic spirit of Scottish legend. Its name was from the Scottish Gaelic word Calpeach or Colpack, meaning colt. Kelpies are said to hunt rivers and streams, usually in the shape of a horse. Beware this malevolent spirit. The Kelpie may appear to be tame a pony beside a river. It is particularly attractive to children, but they should take care, for once on its back, its sticky magical hide will not allow them to dismount. Once trapped in this way, the Kelpie will drag the child into the river and then eat them.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, it doesn't just have to drown them, it has to eat them.
Yeah, right.
Oh my god. It's sticky, like, oh my god. That thing sounds terrible.
Yeah, we have lovely legends in the UK, see.
Jesus.
Do you tell the kids at school this one, eh?
I am going to be teaching this one, yeah. I think
Oh, that's awesome.
they're sixth formers, so they'll really enjoy it, to be fair.
Oh, right, okay.
These water horses can also appear in human form. They may materialize as a beautiful young woman hoping to lure young men to their death. Or they might take on the form of a hairy human lurking by the river, ready to jump out an unexpected traveller and crush them to death in a vice-like pincer grip.
Jesus Christ. At least Godiva was nice. She like stood for something. These are just mean sons of bitches, it sounds like.
Well, I thought I'd start off with a tame one, you see.
Yeah, see, like I'm with Tui. Why can't any of these mythical beasts be benevolent and like give people money or at least a nice compliment? Why are they always eating kids and shit? Yeah.
A nice compliment.
That's Tuna's Uber.
Who put that? I can't see.
That was Chantel said that. That was pretty good. Oh boy.
What else is there?
And they're only freshwater too. That's weird. And did anybody else notice that like Scotland for whatever reason has a weird affectation with like or affectation towards aquatic based, like, you know, look at Nessie and this the Kelper.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
We were going to look at the Loch Ness Monster, but I chose not to do that one just because I thought that one, a lot of people already know a lot about that already.
Yeah, we did that on one of the other shows last year, but it sounds weird to say.
Kelpies can also use their magical powers to summon up a flood in order to sweep a traveller away to their watery grave. The sound of Kelpie's tail entering the water is said to resemble like thunder. And if you are passing by a river and hear an unearthly wailing or howling, take care. It could be the Kelpie warning of an approaching storm. Oh, so they do warn you as well.
Right.
Oh.
But about the storm about to cause? It's like, hey, I'm about to cause a storm. I'm just letting you guys know now.
Yeah.
That's interesting. So yeah, okay.
I thought I would show you as well. I can't
Can you
remember
eat those?
What, a Kelpie?
Yeah, if you caught one, right? If you can catch one.
Yeah.
I mean, there's got to be a way, right?
If it was
I
real.
think.
Go. Let's know it on.
Yeah, well, you're going to find out before we do.
Yeah, right.
I have got a photo, but it's not amazing.
Oh.
I should. It's basically a statue they actually have in Scotland. Don't quote me where it is, but it's actually a statue of a Kelpie that they've got. It's two horses' heads coming out of their
That's
fountain.
cool.
Yeah,
That is pretty cool.
yeah.
Oh, what does that even mean? Oh, I wish the picture wasn't so small. That's pretty.
Let's see if I can get another photo. Well,
Yeah, I'm very interested in what it is made out of.
I think it is just metal.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's what it kind of looks like.
Yeah,
But
'cause
still,
it looks
that's really
reflective.
cool looking.
Let me see if I can get another one.
That's really nice. That's very well done.
And it
Is it
lights
always a
up.
horse?
Sorry.
Tuna.
Is it always a horse?
Yes. Well, no, it can be a human,
Oh.
or it can be a hairy human creature in the water.
So it's like a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
Or Eddie swimming in a lake.
Okay.
No, Eddie, my brother.
Ah, that's better. Right, okay. Let me get rid of this one and share the next one. Let's have a look. So this is a bigger photo. There you go. It's metal paneling.
Oh,
That
that's
is
so cool. I love that it's like at sunset too, or sunrise.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Holy moly.
And there's also as well a photo. I'll leave that one up just for a minute. There's one of it at night time as well. It lights up. They've got lights on it. Let's see if that's a bigger one.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, that's a good one. Right, let me just close that one.
It almost looks like it's perforated, like it's not like.
Yeah. That's the first thing that I noticed. That's why I wanted to know what it was made out of.
Right.
I was like, oh,
that's cool.
Stop.
Yeah, and they're huge. They're absolutely huge.
Oh,
That
that's
is really
cool.
Yeah. So that is in Scotland somewhere. If anyone can find out in the comments where it is.
Any Scottish people?
Yeah, do our work for us, please. That's why you guys are here, please.
Let me see what else there is.
That's beautiful.
There is some good news. A Kelpie has a weak spot. It's brittle.
It's brittle?
Yeah.
It's brittle?
Yeah.
So you just push it over?
Yeah.
And you're good? It'll like shatter?
Anyone who can get hold of a Kelpie's bridle.
Bridle.
Oh.
Bridle. Oh, that makes much more sense.
Right.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
good at finding stuff, not good at reading it, okay?
No, that's okay. That's okay. I'm thinking,
Um,
I thought you meant it's brittle, like it shatters easily.
Right, yeah.
I'm like, well, that seems like a really shitty thing.
It's brittle.
That's actually Chantel would know exactly what that is. She should be laughing her ass off right now.
She probably isn't fair. Anyone can get hold of the Kelpie's bridle will have command over it and any other Kelpie. A captive Kelpie is said to have the strength of at least 10 horses and the stamina of many more, and is highly prized. It is rumoured that the MacGregor clan have a Kelpie's bridle passed down through the generations and said to have come from an ancestor who took it from a Kelpie near Loch Sloshed.
Works for me. Works for Loch Sloshed. That's how I was pretty much during Christmas.
I vote Amy to do this every week. This is brilliant.
I'm going to agree. I think, yeah, she's pretty fun with this.
God. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool. And I like that they passed it down. And they're like, see, I'm thinking like not only would that be a cool flex, but I'd love to know, like, is there a life expectancy on Kelpies? Like, I would think that'd be something that would either, unless it was like defeated or whatever, but if you command it, I'd be pulling that bridle and being like, hey, so where's this magic like seahorse thing?
It's very similar, obviously, I think, to probably the King Arthur history, you know, of Excalibur, you know, when you wield the shield, wield the sword, power, and can control. So maybe, you know, it's if you can get hold of the bridle, it makes the same thing. I don't know. It's a legend that. What's really weird though is they have statues of these when they're not really real; they're just myths. But it's a nice statue, I guess.
I'm sorry, I'm still looking at the horse jokes that are coming in. That's the bridle. What goes on the back for riding a salad? That's all right. Okay, so I would love to go see that. I would absolutely love to go see. Hey, what up, big man?
Was it this tuna empire is finfish? Why are we looking at snacks?
I think he was looking at the Kelpie from earlier.
Possibly. Right, let's go on to the next one. Has anyone heard of the Green Man?
I have.
I'm the Green Man. I'll get that out there for T-Bone. That one was specifically for Jeff. There you go,
Jolly
buddy.
Green Man.
Yeah, no.
Oh.
Right, let me get a picture for you.
See that one?
Jolly Green Giant.
Green
Before
Giant.
Amy's time, innit?
Oh.
No, I reckon.
No, they're still around. They're still around.
Yeah.
Are they?
Green Giant.
Yeah. But we are old, Kerry.
We are.
Thank you
Oh,
for.
there he is. Just sat there with his legs wide open.
Yeah.
Wow. What?
Chilling. Just chilling with the legs open.
Breathing.
So the Green Man is found in many forms throughout history. He is found in many different places. and his feature of his face is covered in foliage and is very often sprouting from his mouth. He is often found carved in wood or stone in medieval churches and cathedrals. I actually have a picture of that as reference. So you
Here
get
in
my teeth head on now.
Here
Sorry?
in Glastonbury, they sell them and you can buy them and put them on your houses. They must be for good luck or something. I've not got one.
Kind of like
On
the
the
evil
witches'
eye, I suppose. When it wards off the spirits.
I was gonna say the same thing to you about it. Looked like an ant.
So
that's kind of cool.
This is actually carved on a cathedral, which is where they normally put them. Let me just move that there.
Yeah, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a goyle. Is that right? Goyle?
A gargoyle?
Gargoyle,
Yeah. But obviously they use the Green Man on some churches.
That's pretty cool. That's what Marty's like sleeping mask looks like.
Yeah.
They're not really sure why the Masons actually use this construction and put this on a lot of the buildings. It's been lost over time. Some people suspect that he was a bridge between the new beliefs of Christianity and the pagan beliefs it replaced. Evidence for this crossover of religions could be assumed from the sighting of Christian churches at the site of pagan sacred places. The Green Man is a modern in nature, dating back to 1939, when Lady Raglan published an article in the Folklore Journal. He has appeared as Jack in the Green, and there has been a rival of these appearances around the date, making rebirth and start of the cycle of growth.
That's so cool, man.
I've got a bit more information about him. And occurs every spring. The Green Man is most commonly, like I say, he's on the front shape of a building. So this one you're actually looking at right now is from Germany, a German cathedral from the early 13th century.
Wow.
We've also got. Let me see if I can open up this one. It'll go open up bigger. This is the Green Man late Roman 6th century mosaic exposed in the Great Palace Museum in Istanbul. We've also got another one. I'm only going to show one more.
Is this tied to the legend of the Green Knight at all, or no?
Don't think so.
Okay, that's something completely different, because that's another like Sir Arthur like type deal, right? I'm pretty sure. I'll have to look into that one. I just sounded so stupid on that.
No. This is a sculpture of a Green Man in ruins of in Iraq in the 2nd century.
Oh wow!
So it dates back like a long time. It's been going on for a long time.
What countries?
Yeah, I was gonna say this legend's all over the place.
Yeah, I see this.
They've also got as well. I won't bring up the pictures, but they've got stained glass windows of the Green Man. It's come from Norman Church in the mid 12th century. There's also one that's been from Ireland as well in the 13th century. So there's loads and loads of ones. One from Kent, France, North Yorkshire, Switzerland.
Well, I love their pudding.
So it's basically just the cycle of new growth. It brings about rebirth. It's a symbol of rebirth.
See, I like him. He's much nicer than the Kelpie.
I believe as well, isn't he, Kerry? You can tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know whether you'll know. Hello. If it's linked to witches as well and how they believe in the Green Man.
Yeah, I don't know a lot about them, but here in Glastonbury, in Somerset, they have like witchy shops, and they're always in there, and you can buy them to put out in your garden or on the wall in your house, you know. So yeah, they must have some sort of link with them.
Possibly.
But that's about as far as I go with it. I've never actually looked into it.
It's food for thought, though, isn't it?
I
That's very
believe,
interesting.
I'll speak to a mum, but I believe it's linked to witches. It's one of the symbols. You've got, earth, air, fire.
Yeah, I've got a feeling it's something.
I believe it's linked to one of the elements. On to the last one, which I think that you'll find the most intriguing of the legends.
More intriguing than a nude woman on a horse?
Yeah.
Oh boy! All right,
Nude
that sounds
man.
like that's like. Yeah, can we skip over that one and go to trivia?
No.
Let me bring up a picture for you. I'm going to give you a bit of background about it. Okay, so where I live at the moment is Warsaw in England. And this is a picture of an entrance to the Welbeck Abbey. It's kind of like, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes down the road. It's kind of like a garden centre.
From you?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, it's got, you can't go in this tunnel. It's been completely blocked off. No one can go in there and see it, but it does exist. So the story goes that William John, the 5th Duke of Portland, was never meant to be a duke. The job was supposed to go to his older brother, but he died too young, and when their father, the 4th Duke of Portland, followed suit in 1854, William John took up the title reluctantly. He didn't like speaking in Parliament, and he refused most of the honours that went with his position. It took him years to accept his seat in the House of Lords. Let me get to the bit. Okay, so through history's fuzzy on the exact numbers, we know that during the 18 years he was actively in charge of Welbeck Abbey, this entrance here that you can see. The 5th Duke of Portland oversaw the digging of at least a dozen miles of tunnels. He dug glass-topped tunnels tall enough for fruit trees and flat-bottomed tunnels wide enough for horses. So the story goes, it's a bit exaggerated, let's say, but he would go horse and carriage in these tunnels underground to get to different places that he wasn't seen. Now, a lot of people they don't really know the real reasons why. Some people think it's because he was disformed, and he didn't want people to see the fact that he was disformed because he was quite a nervous man. Some people think it was because he could have also been autistic or, had some sort of disorder. And others basically just think that it's because he was just a private man, and that was one of the reasons. So he would dig tunnels going from here all the way, I believe, to Nottingham, and even stretching even further than that in the UK.
Wow.
So these were dug rough by workmen, parallel tunnels. He excavated huge underground ballrooms, an observatory, and also a billiards hall. He dug so many tunnels, he was likely the inspiration, and his nickname was the Badger, because he liked to go underground. Let me see.
Clever nickname, that one. Like, what are we going to call this guy? Let's call him the Badger.
Let me see if I can get another picture. So I believe that this is supposed to be a picture of...
Must have been VC. Good God.
When was this again, eh?
This is Welbeck Abbey. It's the outskirts of... sorry, say it again.
Whenabouts was this? What time period was this meant to be?
You've put me on the spot now.
Sorry. I'm just trying to think. They dug these holes all this way. Like,
Hang on.
did he have a digger?
I believe around about 1854.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's quite impressive.
Yeah, it is.
So this is a picture of one of the tunnels.
I agree, Chantal. Amy is smashing this out of the park.
Oh, thank you.
100% correct.
So this is a picture of one of the tunnels.
Oh, wow. Look at that.
That's not how I thought. Wow.
No.
done a good job there.
Let's have a look. Let's see if I've got another picture. Yes, I have. So this is another one. It's a bit more ruined, this one. It's because it's overgrown. It's because they've not looked after it at all. I'd love to be able to go in these tunnels.
Oh, wow.
That's crazy.
So this would have had a glass roof.
Right.
Yeah.
And this could have possibly been one of the ballrooms. There's also another lovely picture as well of one of the rooms. Let me see if I can get it up. This is actually a picture of him as well. I'll bring up that. So this is where the story doesn't make sense, because in this picture he's got he's not disformed in any way.
No.
Nice mutton chops.
Yeah, no kidding.
Respect.
He got more hair on the side of his face than I ever had in my entire life.
I'm saying. Maybe, I don't know, your chest is probably comparable, Marty.
No, not even close, dude.
Whoa, that's sad.
Let me see as well.
I didn't know what else to say. I just said what I felt.
Also goes underneath Sherwood Forest as well, apparently.
Oh, that's where Robin Hood was from.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it actually goes. So it says Welbeck Abbey is about 3.5 miles from Worksop in Nottinghamshire, and its park, which covers more than 2,000 acres in part of Sherwood Forest, the largest estate in North Nottinghamshire. Let's have a look.
Look a bit like a badger, don't he?
Kind of.
He kept a special flat wagon in a siding at a station, onto which his coach could be loaded before being basically going underneath towards London way.
Wow.
That's where they say the tunnels can go as far as London. I don't know how true that is though. There's also a picture here of another one of the rooms where the horses were kept.
Couldn't get away with it now, could you? Building all these tunnels.
No. Maybe if you had all that money. I mean, money and eccentricity kind of go hand in hand. So, I mean, I guess if you had
Holy
I mean,
shit.
whoa.
I thought you said it was enough for one horse to fit through it. Holy crap.
Yeah.
There you go, Chantel. There you go.
That's insane. It's like a warehouse.
Let's have a look. There's other things as well about him. Because he used to hide as well.
He used to hide?
He did. He used to hide. He was a very private man. I can't find the information. Basically, what he would do is he would around his bed he had doors, and you'd never know whether he was in or out. So he would keep these doors closed, and people would leave food outside of his bed, and then he would basically pull it in, and then he would just get rid of it. He never wanted to be seen at all. And he used to, I believe, prostitutes back then. He used to let the women come through the tunnels.
I bet he did.
Yeah, and then they would leave going back through the tunnels again.
Oh!
You just made that dark.
Yes, thank you.
I have another picture as well here of another one of the rooms. I believe this is one of the ballrooms. This one's a bit of a nicer picture of one.
Now, Amy,
What's up,
because it's so close, have you ever been to the first picture, the outside? Have you ever been there?
Yeah, I've seen the outside of it.
Yeah.
Do they let you go right up to it, or do they is it one of those things where you can't go past this point?
So there is, because of the building itself, it is quite old. So there is actually guard rooms along. So there's little tiny rooms where they would have been used as guard rooms. But there is one outside of that. I've seen the outside of it, but I've never gone close. But I do believe there's a dog. He's got a gun.
The dog has a gun?
No, the guy has a gun.
Oh, Jesus. That was
definitely not what you just said.
That was not what you said, but I think I would have been more scared from the dog with a gun.
He's got a gun. Wait a minute.
I was like,
Just-
yeah.
This dog's got a gun. I think he's not fucking around, guys.
Yeah, no shit. They train that dog well.
My God, look at that furniture. Look at that.
This
That's
is one of the
crazy.
ballrooms.
It looks like something from the Titanic.
It does. It really does. Look at all the art on the wall.
Yeah.
Good God. Can you imagine?
It does say 6 months before his death, he drove through his beloved tunnels one last time. He spent his remaining days in London and was buried at Kensal Green Cemetery, with the Oxford Dictionary saying utmost simplicity.
Wow.
He was buried with a dictionary?
I think so, an Oxford Dictionary. Oh no, wait. That's what the Oxford Dictionary says.
Oh, I was like, that's weird. He's like, when I die, I want to be buried with a book. Not just any book. I want the dictionary.
Dictionary.
Please.
The Oxford one, not any old dictionary, Mike.
I have seen a chimp with an AK-47. A dog isn't too far-fetched. Oh, Christ, dude. But chimps have, like, thumbs, don't they? Dogs don't have thumbs.
Yeah.
It does say here, it's still others whispered that the Duke has been disfigured by terrible disease and user tunnels to go to and from. So people do believe that he was disfigured from a disease as well.
That's probably why he was hiding so much.
Possibly. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, but again, I mean, I would think that with that much money, like, who would care? Like, he's ugly, but that dude's got money. Like, let's be his friend. He's ugly. Maybe he was a nice person. Look at he built lots of cool stuff. That's too bad.
I've got the bit here that I was supposed to read. So it says, he put doors on his bed so no one could tell if he was in or out. Legend has it that every day he ate one roast chicken, half for lunch and half for dinner, posted to him at midday through his letterbox in his bedroom door. The first word, he was called a recluse.
Wow.
And then obviously he'd post it back through the letterbox again to get rid of it.
Wow. It's like being in jail, but like you don't have to be there. Yeah, that's true. Shout out to Faye and her Rona.
So COVID existed even back then.
That's right. That's right.
And that is all the lovely legends I have for you.
Those were awesome. You were right. I did like that last one very much.
That last one was really cool.
That was, I can't imagine. It's absolutely astounding how much he had built for him.
Yeah. Well, that's what's cool about the legend is the fact that you can see that there's proof of what was built. There's at least something there that has some sort of validity to it.
Yeah. I would love to be able to go and visit there, but like I say, because they've not been looked after, they're just closed off. You can't go.
Yeah, but you said that he dug the tunnels and he had like the glass ceilings in it, like that one picture you showed. Now, wouldn't you be able to try to find
Yeah, they'd have to be somewhere, right? Yeah.
Where you can look through the glass ceiling into the underground?
They're at the back of the Welbeck Abbey, the garden centre. So it is quite guarded, so you can't really.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but what they do have, though, is the tunnels that he made these like little see-through bubbles, so you could look in through the tunnel, so it would let light through the tunnel, natural light. So you can see them. There is photographs, I believe, of that. I can't find them.
But they don't allow you to go up to it now.
No, right. No.
That sucks.
There's not really a way. The only way you can get into there is either through the tunnel goes from the Welbeck Abbey also to our little mini church in Warsaw. So you're supposed to be able to go through the church to the tunnel to get to the Welbeck Abbey, or the other entrance is the one at Welbeck Abbey, the one that I showed you the picture.
Wow.
There's no other way of getting in there, I don't think.
Now, is there a reason why they don't want people going around, and even why don't they open it up for tourists and try to use it as a sort of a revenue type thing?
The last picture that I could see, it was literally, there was just boxes and boxes filled of just rubbish in there. They're just using it as storage.
Right, but is there a reason why they don't want people to go in there?
Probably money. It would probably cost a lot more to repair and fix back up than it would make. You know what I mean? It would take, unless there was like some bazillionaire out there that like gave that much of a shit that would put up their money for it. I mean, you know, just sadly, because that was my first thought. It's like, well, why doesn't somebody fund this, or you know, and just make repairs and have it as a historical thing? But then you know, it's like that would cost, if the tunnels are as vast as Amy's saying, there's just no like monetarily feasible way that you would be able to do that. It just wouldn't, you know. I mean, you'd have to pray that you could make even just a quarter of that money back with you know what I mean, and you know.
Yeah, because it's so old, if they looked after it probably a bit sooner, they probably could have kept on top of the maintenance of it. But because they've just let it go, it is all caving in. All the ones with all the glass roofs all gone.
Well, that's what I was thinking too, is a safety issue. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If it's been so old that it's potentially could collapse and hurt somebody or kill somebody.
Yeah.
So I feel about my emotions.
My mum has just got back to me about the Green Man.
Oh, good.
He says that he is Father Earth, like you have Mother Earth. There is a connection. I have him inside the house and outside on a walk. Rebirth of nature. He is the spirit of the forest, so that's where he comes from.
That's so cool. I feel like I could chill with him.
He's a nice one. He's a nice spirit. Not the
Yeah,
Kelpie.
he was not a Kelpie. Kelpie was a right wanker. Like, boy, you suck.
I had to put one in there that was a bit more, less tame.
Let's say, yeah, right? I mean, unless there was like, maybe there'd be like a nice Kelpie. I mean, because they can't all be pricks, right?
Well,
Maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
there's the Pendle. I was going to talk about Pendle witches. Obviously that's got real dark history. Legend in the UK of how they were killed. You've got the Loch Ness monster as well. There's a bit of darkness around that as well.
Yeah.
It's not a very nice creature in the water. There's quite a few legends. Obviously, you've got King Arthur, you've got Robin Hood. I can't think of any more off the top of my head, but yeah, we've got so much history in the UK. It's crazy.
Hmm.
It was like the Canterbury Ghost, or was that just a story? I don't remember if that was like based on like a thing or not. The Canterbury Ghost. Did I make that shit up? I don't know.
No, I've heard of it.
It doesn't sound like so. I'm not clever enough to make that up, but.
Sounds familiar.
I'm sorry, I've not been keeping up with the comments, everyone. I have been looking over.
So popular consensus is you are fucking crushing it as host.
Oh, am I?
Yeah, there was a slew. If you look back up, there was like 5 or 6 messages all in a row. It was like, yeah, Amy. Like the most recent one is.
On topic, don't we?
Yeah.
Where is it? Oh yeah. So Chantel said, and so this was a few minutes ago. She said, "Elbow cough, elbow cough, elbow cough, elbow cough, elbow cough. Amy for the win." And that was just the most recent one.
Thank you, everyone. I am trying.
You are doing very well. That's why I feel bad. Like Tom, I don't mind over talking him sometimes. Amy, I'm just like I never hear her talk, so it's like I like letting her do her thing. And you're a teacher. This is kind of like and Tom does a fine job. Don't get me wrong. Tom does a fine job. But Amy, you're a teacher. This is like, and when you were nervous about it, I'm like, you're gonna fucking crush this, dude. Yeah. This is what you do this all day, every day.
That's because I talk.
You got this.
Day. Just don't let anyone talk. That's why. Canterville Ghost, you said?
Yes.
Is a short story by Oscar Wilde.
Oh, it wasn't even British. Oscar Wilde was like American, wasn't he? Oh, hell.
No, it's fine. It was from 1887. The story is about an American family who moved to a castle haunted by the ghost of a dead English nobleman who was killed by his wife and was then walled in and starved to death by his wife's brothers. It has been adapted for the stage and screen several times. I do believe there's a really good movie of that as well.
Yeah, it was like a Disney thing, I want to say. Or Disney had some kind of hand in the back of the day. Okay, I give up. I quit. I'm fine. I had a good run. I almost made it a year. That's it.
Yeah, Mum says it's a fake story. Yeah. Yeah.
It's fine. Swing and a miss. No, it's fair. That's fine. I have no shame.
So I believe we might be ready for your lovely questions.
Oh yes, yeah. So I got a bunch. So obviously, I tried to keep everything as neutral as I can, as opposed to geographical locations. So okay, let's go. So anybody can play. Obviously, it's going to be just like trivia at the end of any other show. So first one up: what punctuation mark ends an imperative sentence?
Sorry.
Full stop.
It's been a long week.
That's okay.
Exclamation point.
Marty says an exclamation point. Kerry?
Oh, I was going to say full stop, but that's not right, is it?
What'd you say? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that. Say it again.
Full stop, but I don't think you call it full stop. What do they call it, eh?
Yeah, full stop. Full
The
stop.
The
A dot?
Yeah.
Oh, a
dot.
period. A period.
What?
Well, we call
Okay.
that something else, don't we, eh?
Period?
Yeah, no, we call it that too, but we mean we're talking the grammatical, not anatomical.
We need to stop this right now because we just went somewhere else.
Oh my God! No, we've been there with the pads in the green room. You know what we're going on. So Jeff says exclamation point. So Marty said exclamation point. Kerry said period. Amy, what do you say?
Question mark.
Question mark. Let's see. Matt says exclamation mark. Tui and T-Bone exclamation. Literally insulted and every demographic at some point in these lives. Why be politically correct? Okay. So the correct answer is, if you said period or exclamation point, you are correct. It is either one, a period or an exclamation point.
So I get that
Oh,
right,
I
don't I?
need to go back to
You do.
school, I think.
You do. Amy was the wrong one on that. Sorry.
The dyslexic
No, it's
got
okay.
something.
I want it to be different from everyone else. I was going to say it's just a dot.
Yeah. No, that was very good. How many languages are written from right to left? So backwards from how we read.
Chinese.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was going to say one, but there's a couple now.
And then I'll go 5.
Oh,
Amy says 5.
four.
Kerry says 4.
3.
3. Anybody in the chat?
Oh, dude, I have no idea.
I'll repeat the question real quick, just in case you guys didn't hear it. How many languages are written from right to left? Tui says 4. He says 1.
I mean, you
3.
read
Chantel says 3. Anybody else?
right to left for Chinese. Just 1? No, it can't be just 1.
Okay, no other guesses. The answer is 12.
Oh, I'm close.
The answer is 12 different languages right to left. When I read that last night, I was blown away as well.
Is that including American?
We read left to right. We do left to right, not right to left. You're a teacher? Oh boy. Oh boy. So okay.
Well, I was thinking because you guys, you have so much like.
Yeah, different thing. No, that's fair. No, we're not that bad though. We're really not that bad.
That's all right. Then.
Let's
Yeah, just keep going, dude. I'm not even going to comment on that one.
Thank you for the approval. Okay, which monarch officially made Valentine's Day a holiday in 1537? Marty, we'll start with you.
St. Valentine. I have no idea, dude.
Saint Valentine's, yes, the monarch we all remember. Saint Valentine started Saint Valentine's Day. Kerry, how about you? You got a guess?
Well, that all wants to come out of my head too. I don't know.
Okay, Kerry, are you passing on this?
No, I'm with Marty.
You're with Marty. It's Saint Valentine. Okay,
It's Saint
Amy.
Valentine.
Oh, we are so wrong.
It's okay, Marty.
Amy, do you want to venture a guess?
Same as them.
Saint Valentine's. Okay, so okay. T says King Louis the 13th. T says King Richard. Anybody else want to venture a guess?
St. Valentine. Everyone put it in.
Okay, we have a winner. The psychic soldier, medium, and healer. It is indeed Henry VIII. I am.
Mum said the same thing.
And Mama Amy is correct too.
Well done, Mum.
We're gonna give Mama Amy a bonus point because she's super cool.
Yeah. You're in the lead, Mum.
Which is the only edible food that never goes bad?
Oh,
Honey.
margarine.
What never
Marty
goes
says
bad?
honey. What is the only edible food that never goes bad? Marty says honey.
Margarine.
Margarine?
I know, that's got to go bad, surely.
You ever seen margarine? It goes on and on.
Not lard. No, don't say it. That's not my answer.
Let's go. Amy, do you want to venture a guess?
I think Marty's right.
Well, Rob said salt.
Rob said salt. That's an interesting.
Salt's a good one. Hang on, let me see what.
I don't know if that's food though. That's just
No. Wait, Amy, you can't get help with this. You just
Salt.
All right, Amy's saying salt. McDonald's chicken nuggets. Yeah, that's probably
You can
right.
find those a year
Prove me
later. They're
wrong.
still edible.
The answer, overwhelmingly yes, is honey. Honey is the only edible food that never goes bad.
Can eat salt.
You could, yep.
It does
Large-
go a
large
little bit
dose.
crispy though, doesn't it? You don't
Yeah, it
need-
gets like freezer burn or I don't know. Anyway, I'm reading. No, wait till I read the next question. You're going to understand why my fat brain is stupid.
Okay.
Which country invented ice cream?
Italy.
France.
Okay, Marty says France. Amy says Italy. Kerry.
I want to say Italy too.
Italy?
I've seen the advert.
Okay. Let's see. Anybody in the comments? Italy. Zing. Zing is not a country, Ed. That is stupid. Chantel says France.
Iceland.
That would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
If
that
it
would
was
make complete
Iceland,
sense.
like, that would make complete sense. Psychic soldier, medium, and healer. It says
China.
China.
My mum says China as well. Why
All right.
China?
All right. So the answer is China.
Oh well, no, you fake. No, you.
Your
no,
mum's like
no.
fire.
No, I think your mom and psychic soldier are cheating.
Cheating. Mum, right, get off it now.
Google.
Yeah, this is always on the honor system. Then I realized that like the only people that can't just fucking Google the answers to these are us. So
Right. That's true.
okay, let's see. The psychic. I don't even know if I want to let. Can we ban psychic soldier meat? No, don't do that. I'm only teasing. I'm only teasing. How many hearts does an octopus have?
2.
Oh, 8.
Yeah.
Amy says 2. Kerry says 8.
One in each leg.
They have a heart in each leg.
A little tentacle. Sorry.
We're talking about a horse that was a fish that was a bit sticky.
Oh.
earlier, so I like
Oh,
I'll say 12.
Isn't it 2?
12.
Fucking
Jeff
amazing.
says 3. Chantel says 3. Rob says 3. And shockingly, the psychic soldier, medium, and healer says 3. The answer is 3.
3. Of course it is.
Oh.
No.
Are you sad that it doesn't have a heart in each leg?
Oh boy, let's see.
How are
What's
these linked to America though?
that now?
How are these linked to America?
They're not American?
No,
No,
these
she's
aren't
saying, how are they linked to America?
Oh, they don't link to. Oh, no, I went specifically so it's not geographically
Oh, right.
locked,
I thought
so
you
that
said
it's
that.
not. No. It's quite the opposite. No. Although this question is going to absolutely negate what I just said, and will be the last one because we're just about out of time. In the state of Georgia, it is illegal to eat what with a fork?
Cake.
Amy says cake.
Oh.
You never eat cake. You never eat cake with a fork.
Soup.
No. Grits.
Grits.
God.
Kerry, what did you say? I'm sorry.
Soup.
Oh.
Soup? You eat soup with a fork?
Do you?
Okay. Well, all right. We'll talk about that later. Okay. Anybody else?
Not in Georgia.
It should be illegal anywhere.
Not in Georgia. It's not very good.
Penis.
Penis. No, you can't eat penis. I mean, we got to have a talk, bud. Wait, man.
Keep
Maybe,
moving,
okay. All right. So, anyway, the answer, if nobody else has anything to say, is fried chicken. It is illegal in Georgia.
Illegal?
It
Like
is
you can go to
illegal.
jail for it?
I mean, it's one of those old laws, bro, that is just in there. Or it's Georgia. Who fucking knows? Maybe that's actually legit. Like, they'll lock you up
That's
for that.
crazy.
Right. Now you're both cheating again because
Yeah.
I've got fried chicken. And she put finger looking good.
We gotta come up. I'm glad that we're moving on to a new game soon because I just realized how easy it is to cheat on this game. Unless you're good thing. Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, so that's gonna wrap it up for trivia today. Thank you guys.
No worries.
I have lots more questions, but I only picked through a few.
I will announce. Did we announce what game we were playing? Tom said for me to announce it. Did we announce?
Yes, we did. We did not. We teased there was going to be a new game.
We talked about we had a new game, but we didn't tell anybody what it was.
Oh, right, okay.
I still got to get mine. I completely forgot over the holidays.
I've forgotten the name of it.
Cards Against Humanity.
That's it. Yeah, Cards Against Humanity.
Good job, Amy.
It's going to be, I think we're going to have to take out some choice cards.
Yeah, I'm interested to see how this is going to work because I was thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know how this is. Well, we can save it for my channel. We can save those for my channel.
For those ones, yeah. I think we'll talk in the green about what those ones are. But I think if we'll all have the question cards anyway. So
yes,
we all can all pick a question and then we can all have the cards and pick one. So it'll work either way. And then we can just put to one side the cards that we've used so we don't use them again.
Sounds good.
Thank you very much, everyone, for being part of the comments, watching our show. Like I say, without you guys, it wouldn't be much of a show because obviously we value all your opinions and comments that you make. Like Jeff says, please hit the like on the way out, otherwise the kelpie will eat your soul.
Nice. Nice.
Please pop over to Hefty's channel on YouTube. It is Hefty TV. Please pop over to Marty's page on Facebook. It is a UFO.
You did so good. You did so good.
Upstate New York Paranormal and UFO and Paranormal.
UFO Paranormal, yeah. Please look at Kerry on Instagram. And this is the only Kerry. There is no other Kerrys out there because people seem to want to copy this lovely Kerry medium. She is brilliant and I would highly recommend. And please also buy her cards that are on Etsy. Plug-in tonight, guys. I'm plugging.
Well done.
I know. No, you're doing very good. Very good.
And please check our channel as well, or don't.
Yeah, or don't. We don't care. If you made it to this point, we got your ass. So
Yeah.
you might as well sub and hit that noti bell. It helps the algorithm.
Your bones will be joining Tom's on the table.
Stay
dumpy.
Stay spooky.
Stay spooky.
Bye, guys.
Bye.